One of the key takeaways from pre-reading, and more specifically within the context of these particular pages, is how important really looking into the outside context of a specific article is. For example, you're going to be able to tell a lot about the title, right? Whether or not it has a bias by the types of words that are being used in it. So when you are looking at your textbook, right, and you see that particular boxes, which are in blue. So for example, in Elements of Argument, this is in page 43. When you look at page 43 and it gives you that blue box, I really want you to pay very close attention to that blue box and what it says within it. Then as just an exercise, open another window right now, go to a specific news site and go to its opposite leaning news site. So for example, if you like conservative news, right? If you are somewhat, if you consider yourself Republican or conservative, maybe you go to Fox News. Then alternatively, go to its complete opposite. So go to MSNBC News, which is left-leaning liberal kind of news media. And so when you look at those two independent websites, you're going to be able to tell a lot about how they are covering one particular news item differently, all by just looking at the titles, by looking at the overall context of what's going on. And you're going to begin to tell a lot about the arguments inside of that article, and more specifically, the approach and bias that some of these articles even have, right? So I think pre-reading is something that a lot of people just kind of like put to the side, but they don't really understand how important it is to really understand the entire context of what they're about to read. So when we move forward and we start really digging into some of these articles that we're going to be analyzing in the class, I really want you to pay attention to the titles, right? I really want you to be paying attention to who the author is, where it's coming from, the overall context, because all of this stuff really matters when it comes to critically reading an article.